Hello, and welcome to another edition of Behind the Lens video style. It's game day. Yeah. Just got back from Las Vegas, Nevada. Good time out there at the conference. Saw some old friends, made some new friends. Let's find us a topic. Week 3, game 4, coming at you. Jordan added to the school board. Jeff Jordan, former commissioner, received 16 votes. Blaze battles bears. Tom Krager, D&J. Talk about Tom here in a minute. Blue Raiders defense, one of the country's most prolific offenses. Will Borthwick. Some other dude down there at the D&J. Sparks takes a 1-game lead. The picks. Sparky. Vols believe an upset is coming. Toolbox. Let's talk about the toolbox. Yep. So, everybody's got a toolbox. Did you know that, kids? No, Stork, what are you talking about? Well, you know, let's just start off here. I brought a few tools here. What's that? That's a hammer. So a carpenter uses that. Let's call that, I don't know, let's call that PE. And then you got a pair of tin snips here. Let's call that, I don't know, let's call that English or something. Then we got a screwdriver. I don't know. That could be social studies, history. Needle nose pliers. That could be Spanish or something. Then we got, you know, something to measure here with. Call that math. Well, these are all tools that people use. This might be a wrench to tighten something. Somebody in another industry might use it. Get a torque on something. Well, what are they? The tools. You're building your skill set inside that school. What kind of toolbox are you going to have? Every day you have an opportunity to expand your toolbox. You're studying. You're strengthening your skill set. You got a toolbox on the field that you use. Toolbox in life. And sometime or another, that'll be the toolbox you go to work with. Think about it. You know, and so when you go, the reason why I want you to go to college or go do something or get some type of trade is because that'll be the strength of your toolbox. That's kind of going to decide how much money you're going to make and where you are. Now, Tom, we're going to talk about you in a minute. You're going to have to straighten up. I'm going to talk to you here in a minute. So your toolbox is what you got. It's the tools of life. And every one of us has a different set of skill set. And every one of us are unique. We've talked about that before in another lens. So that toolbox or these tools, every time you do good in something, that'll be what you take out to go in life and how you use it. Some of us got a wide range of tools. Some of us got this little Fisher-Price toolbox. And therefore, real simple, kids, little toolbox, little dinero. Big toolbox, your chances are greater that you'll have a bigger paycheck later on in life. Get it? So when we're inside and we're working in there, it may not seem like much now, but boy, it'll mean a lot later on. Because those tools you're learning and getting that skill set, you're going to use it later on. You won't use all of it. We talked about that in an old lens called Canterbury Tales. The butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. We talked about that. I'm not very fond of Geoffrey Chaucer. Wrote a silly book, in my opinion. Never used Chaucer. Other people may say I'm wrong. That's their opinion. Let's move on. Andy looked a little undersized last week, is what they looked like. Went to that game. Got to see the train. Grand Slam Fish Fry set October 15th. MTSU baseball. Bet they don't have as good as fish as my dad. But here we go. Stock. We'll talk about stock. What is stock? Well, stock is where you are in life. The measurement. Stock's traded on the market. Your stock level in life. If you notice, Tom is smaller. Tom is small. His stock has gone down with me right now. Tom had a bigger picture, but now he's shrunk. His stock, our level of friendship has gone down. We ain't had any talks this year. Tom's been gomming around at the press box or talking to Joe Dubin or somebody like that on sports or Friday Night Lights, Dennis Weaver. No time for Stork. Time for everybody else, but no time for Stork. His stock has gone down with me. And stock goes up and stock goes down. We know that. There's a football player who wasn't doing too bad till he kind of muscled somebody around. Now where's his stock level? Not very good right now. And he won't be playing much football either. His stock level is to nothing. Isn't it amazing how it takes little fractions to get your stock level up? Just like your grades. You make an F, it takes a bunch of A's to jerk that F up. Takes a bunch of them. But boy, you make one F and you got an A, it'll shoot that stock straight down. You got a stock level on the field. Some of you got some stars by your name. Those stars are only as good as your performance in that classroom with that toolbox that we're getting and your attitude. They're not worth a dang later on. They're only as good as your last football game. And your stock is going to go up and down. And Coach Shad Owens talks about it's a short time. You only get to do this one time in your life. Make the most of it when you're out there on the field. And it doesn't matter if you're playing in the game or not. You'll still have a stock level in life. Participating is just a lot about it. Being in the game. It'll represent a lot to you. Just being a part of something. Just having a small niche in it. Because it takes a team to make a stock symbol grow. I guarantee it, not one person can make one of those stock symbols on that New York Stock Exchange grow. It takes a massive amount of people and a massive amount of sales and a massive amount of concentration and focus. So, let's wrap it up. Where will I be tonight? Well, we're back on schedule tonight, non-district, but I put Judy up at the top. We're coming out here to the Inferno. Mount Juliet Bears will be visited. So, we're all excited about that. We had a good week. We're wrapping it up. You get to see some good college football, some good NFL. But tonight, high school's taking front stage. Advise you to come out. Everybody else is out of town, so we're going to come out here and watch a little Blazing Bears. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. If you see me at the game, give me a shout. God bless. Take care. I'm a man who truly, truly delivers. That's me, the Stork. And we'll watch Tom Krager's stock level, Mr. D&J. And it might come up, and he might slowly but surely gain my friendship back. But right now, Tom, stock level, down. We used to work on that, Tom. I'm out of here. See you tonight, kids.